Hi everybody, how you doing? I am Johan. That is Charleston. Today's Better with Age webcast. We have joining us from Regina, Saskatchewan. We love supporting local businesses. We have Tyler, and I already forgot how to pronounce your last name. Fikowski. Is that correct, Ty?
It is, yeah, Fikowski.
Fikowski with getassist.com. So Tyler, how are you doing today?
Doing really good. Excited to be on here with you guys, and it's been a great day.
First things first, who the hell is the guy in the background? What? I was looking at that going,
we love this guy.
Who is he?
This is Jack. He's the mascot for Get Assist, and he's the jack of all trades, meaning through Get Assist, and we'll get into that in a bit, you can hire almost any trades guy or help or business or service provider that you need. And Mr. Jack here represents all of us as a whole of those small businesses where he can come in and get anything done that you need around the house or around the business.
There you go. Charleston.
He look like he know what he's doing.
Yeah. Too bad there's no way. Maybe Charleston could stand up. Because you could look at Charleston's been a busy guy today too. I mean, he's in the trades. He's been busy working away at his side gigs, trying to be able to do lots of repair work. What are you doing? You putting in new windows in some houses?
Some windows, man. Just changed out some windows. So he did a lot of caulking. That's all this white stuff you see all over my pants.
Busy man.
Literally caulking.
Caulking. All right. I don't want to get into saying that word anymore, so here we go. Ty, how are you doing? Tell us a little bit about Get Assist, because again, we were talking about earlier, is that you're based here in Regina?
So we are opening up Regina and Saskatoon in May 15th. It'll be cities number 13 and 14 for us. And my family originally is from the Regina area. And so I'm really looking forward to open up across Saskatchewan.
Nice. So you're going to be back in the Ryderville. You're going to be back here in
Ryderville.
Yeah. Here you go. So tell me a little bit something about Get Assist for people that are watching, all our viewers across Canada and North America. What the hell is Get Assist? What do you do?
Yeah, well, thank you. So Get Assist is an app that we've created and an online network. And we've got two completely separate networks on one. And so one side is a social media site, and it's a customer network that uses the current social media technology to connect people in our local community. And we do that for free. And we found a different way to monetize it so we don't have to sell your information, sell your data, or force advertise to you while you're on the software. And so the social media site has video call features like a Zoom. It's got chat features like a WhatsApp encrypted chat features. It's got video hosting, file hosting, like, comment, and share all your favorite things from your different social media sites and communication platforms. And we've just built it in a way where there's no advertising or data sales on the site. We give it to associations, schools, sports teams, any kind of group of people in the local centers that we work in. So in Regina, in Saskatoon, it'll be free for use for any school, any little sports team, any association from the car clubs all the way to the plumbers and roofing associations, where they can use this software with no cost. And that's all paid for thanks to the business network. And the other side of the app is just that. It's a small business network that connects businesses online to work together in the local community. And we've built in all kinds of cool features that a business owner might need to help run his business. And then we connect the two through our make a request feature. So jack of all trades here. So Jack will come in and get anything done. And the way we do that is you can make a request. Just like any other peer-to-peer site, you make a request like you would on Skip the Dishes to order some food or Uber to order a car. You make a request for a plumber, roofer, doctor, dentist, lawyer, up to 700 different expertise. We'll send it over to the business network. One of those guys can answer you in short order, have a conversation, hire them, get them into the house to do a quote for you, and you're doing business as usual. And so Get Assist aims to connect people in the community, connect businesses in the community, and when needed, put the two of those together in lieu of advertising and get some business for the small business owner and get some services done for the customers.
Wow, kind of like a all-in-one shopping.
I know, man. It's like a one-stop shop. Like, it's not like you can come.
It is.
Like you can come to Assist, Get Assist on finding a date.
Yeah, well,
Can
so
Jack? Because if Jack is that
that's
talented, then that's going to be one huge function with Get Assist. Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
yeah. Well, we've got this community-based approach where we connect people in groups, similar to a group on another social media platform. We call them communities, and so you can connect via postal code, so you find out who's right around you. But you can also connect based on different associations and groups that you're involved in. But if you want to make a request for a date on Get Assist, believe it or not, we have matchmaking businesses on the business network. So if you need to get a date, you make a request on Get Assist, and our matchmakers are going to try and pair you up with somebody that's a good fit for you and get you that date. So when I say we can get you anything, I mean we can get you anything.
Oh man!
Yeah, you're right. This really can get anything. Wow. So
Please tell me, how the hell did you come up with something like this?
That credit 100% goes to my father. The story on how Get Assist he came up with Get Assist is my father builds developments. He's got a couple out in Fernie, BC, Lizard Creek Lodge and condominiums, or the Saskatchewan River Crossing up in the Columbia Icefields. And he always found himself quite busy. And so my mother would do most of the hiring of service providers or tradespeople if he was busy doing business or out of town. And after selling one of his winter resorts, he came home one winter and wanted to move a pot light in the living room or the kitchen, sorry. And Mom said, well, you got some free time now. You got the winter off. You can find them yourself. And when he went to try and find an electrician in town that could do that kind of work for him, he found that it was actually quite difficult to find the right tradespeople. The bigger companies own Google, or they own the top of Google, and they own the top of Yellow Pages and the top of HomeStars and all these other sites that were out there. And they didn't want to come just do a small job like that. And he knew as he got onto Kijiji and he found all kinds of guys, and some had their tickets and some didn't. And he knew that there's a ton of electricians in town that would love a job like this. It's nice, quick, easy work. And he's like, why do I have to call through all of these different businesses and do this research myself to try and find somebody that's available to move a pot light? And that's where the idea for Get Assist came up. We should be able to describe what it is that we're looking for, put that in front of some businesses, and then get an answers from businesses that are available on our time frame, on our budget, and want that kind of work. And so we can just eliminate a lot of the footwork that goes into trying to find a service provider to give you a hand in the market, right?
That's a brilliant idea, and that's something that I know that you mentioned Kijiji. I mean, I think we've all been there before, trying to be able to find people that can do the right work, but also not take advantage of you. And that's one of my biggest fears is I know nothing about housework, construction. My wife does so much more than me. I'll cook, I'll do all this stuff. But housework, zero. And my biggest concern is that you've heard so many people in their horror stories about, I went to go hire someone. They came, they seemed like they were, accredited. And I found them on Kijiji. They came, I gave them my $1,500 to be able to maybe go and shingle the roof or to go and do something. I didn't hear from them again. Or they come in and they do,
off they go.
They do work that, you look at the shingles and they're blowing off the first windstorm and you're going, oh my God. And then they're gone. They're gone. There's no longer on Kijiji. They don't pick up their phone. They're in another country. So how does Get Assist, work to be able to eliminate that fear?
Well, I think that the fear is the right word for it because, as Charles would probably agree with me on this, is a big part of the job when selling a renovation or working with a customer on doing a job around their house is education. Trades guys always joke that customers want it for free and they want it tomorrow. And I think that really translates over to they don't know what it costs to do a renovation or put a waterfall in their living room or whatever type of job it is. And they need the service provider to educate them and kind of help them through that process. And so then that, of course, opens it up for people to take advantage of unknowing customers. And so, I mean, we've got a couple different security features that we use at Get Assist to make sure that we put on good business. And a big part of that is just word of mouth. We do a lot of our searching for businesses for the network. Now, it is a private network. and it is peer-to-peer reviewed. So when you see the reviews on a company, they're not something that GetAssist puts up the customers after doing a job. It's actually a secured review process, so that you can only put up a review if through GetAssist you've hired that trades guy. And so you get certified reviews through GetAssist when a business has already done work for either another business or for a customer. So you can see what the customers are saying about their real interaction with someone. But above and beyond that, any business that joins on with us has to put a credit card on file that's linked to a live bank account, so that if we have any issues with a business, we can track them down and find out who they are and kind of what's going on. Aside from that, we just do some due diligence, and we've got a 7 years of experience sitting down with trades guys and trying to find out if they're just talking game or if they actually are going to take care of our customers. And so the managers have final say on any business joining the network and whether or not we think they'll be a good fit to really service our clientele, right?
Yeah.
That's nuts. Yeah, especially because you got to cover all your bases when it come down to it. Yeah. I mean, you hear, like you said, you hear all these crazy horror stories. Like, I mean, I've met a guy before he was trying to do an egress door and came to my partner about getting the egress door done and talked about the last guy that he hired for the job before, and the guy ran off on him for $3,000. Like, came in, priced it for the job. He paid the guy 50% up front, and then he took off. And it's like, man, I started wondering,
how much did you give him?
$3,000.
Oh,
yeah, and that's small compared to some of the stuff that happens out there. I mean, there's people being prosecuted all the time because they're trying to take customers for hundreds of thousands of dollars on full house renovations. A lot of times it's nefarious, and then a lot of times, and we got to make sure to mention this. A lot of the times it's because you get small business going out of business, right? A guy works for a roofing company for 3 years and decides he should be a roofer and he should own his own roofing company and run his own roofing crew. And he gets a couple jobs and a few customers and doesn't, continue it, finish the projects or make it. And that's a lot of the time how I think customers end up getting the short end of the stick, right?
Yeah, and then
that's what I was gonna say. So how can some? I mean, I know it's based off of reviews and it's based off of word of mouth. It's based off of all those different things. So how do you even structure that or avoid that? Or even if a new company was even coming to you and wanting to be a part of GetAssist, like, how do you pick your
filter these companies?
Yeah, you filter these companies.
Yeah, I mean, so GetAssist is a small business network, and so for someone to be allowed to be on the business network, they've got to be an entrepreneur or a small business, even an individual, and it's built specifically for micro and small business. So we don't go around turning down businesses that want to be part of a business network just because they're new, right? When we're dealing with established companies, it's very easy to look into reviews, look into the Better Business Bureau, so on and so forth, and see what the reputation is in town. And for customers that are super concerned with whether or not somebody's a member of the BBB, we actually have a button on the site when you make your request, so you can click BBB members only, and it will only go to rated Better Business Bureau members. And you can pick A+, B, so on and so forth. So if you want it to only go to A+ rated Better Business Bureau members, then you can do that. And so GetAssist, we look to just make sure that there's nobody causing issues, spamming other businesses, having a bad reputation that we bring onto the network. But if you run a small business and in Canada and you're a registered business, you've got your insurances, you've got your tickets, you've got an opportunity to be on the network. And then peer-to-peer really does peer-to-peer reviews really does waiver businesses out, right? You don't need a bunch of bad reviews. So even one, general contractor hires a sub-trade, and then he puts up his honest and real experience with that sub-trade. And as a customer, you get 2 or 3 responses, right? And so you say, hey, I want to get some drywall work done, and 3 responses come up, and we put everything that we know about that business, as well as everything that we can find online about that business, into their portfolio. And so, for example, for your company, with MC Development, Brianna has built a portfolio, and then we link that to everything. I think she should be linking it to the podcast as well.
Oh yeah,
and we link it to right? And we link it to everything that you have, your entire online presence. And then a customer's got to make their own decision because what might be the perfect contractor for one person might not be the right contractor for someone else. Some people are looking for the most inexpensive, the cheapest way to get it done, and they think a guy doing it off Kijiji for $20 is the right fit for them. And so we want to be able to offer them that experience as well, if they want to get that inexpensive or cheaper service work done. And that's where we put the power in the hands of the user, where they describe the job before it goes out to the businesses. And we find that the businesses tend to weed themselves out. But once you get an answer from 2 or 3 businesses that think, hey, I'm a fit for that, I can do that kind of work, then you have all of their information, and then you've got to do your due diligence as a customer and decide, who's a fit for me. And of course, don't hire anybody online, right? Meet them face to face. The registered businesses, they've got a valid credit card on file. You're safe. So meet them face to face and make a decision whether or not you think they're a good fit for you, right?
That's a great tip. I think a lot of people in today's age, they get lazy or complacent, and they think that, oh no, I'm going to hire this guy just online. Here's an e-transfer, blah, 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 and do that without even meeting him in person. And that's part of the problem right there. Is that we're too lazy, or we're too, I don't know, maybe too trusting? I don't know. What do you find, Charleston? You see this all the time. Are we too trusting as Canadians? Or are we too lazy to be able to do the right diligent background checks and everything?
I think just Canadian people are way too trusting. Yeah. I know if you're in the States and then you're offering these same kind of services, people are like, nah, you gonna do it first, then I'm gonna pay you.
Yeah.
Or they
Get the work done before you see
get
the
work
money.
done, then you'll see the money. But here it's a little bit different, where they show you the work, you kind of see everything that's gonna be put in front of you. You take your little 40%, you hold back your 10% at the end, just in case something goes wrong or something needs to be, still finished on the project. But you got to just play it honest, I guess you could say. And there's a lot of people out there that are real dishonest when it comes down to it. And there's not even no reason to be dishonest. I mean, because if you're going to be dishonest to somebody else, you best believe somebody's going to be dishonest with you at the time too. So it's just
karma.
Yeah, it's just 100% karma. So you just want to kind of do good business, and if you can't do it, just say you can't do it.
Let's talk about MC Consulting. MC Consulting is now on Get Assist, Charleston.
They are.
Let's throw a plug for both of you guys in that way. Tell us a little more about MC Consulting.
We do a little bit of everything, man. We do everything from
Who's MC?
We specialize Mac and Charleston.
Oh, there you go. Mac Henry, your former teammate.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
the boys.
But we specialize in concrete work, but we do a little bit of everything, man.
House renos,
everything you can think of it.
And Ty, is this going to be on the website? This is going to be on. I guess it's up to him to be able to.
100%.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So MC is a member of the business network. So we've got them posted up in front of the other members. We'll be putting the show from today up in the business network afterwards, and letting all the other businesses in Regina and Saskatoon know that we got a superstar as part of the team, right?
There you go.
And if I understand correctly, you're going over to the Argos, right? So I was actually wondering if we could, and let our viewers, or your guys' viewers, and let our customers hear, is whether or not they can be expecting Charleston Hughes to be quoting on some projects for them in the GTA.
Ooh,
put him on the hot seat.
That's the hot seat for real. Yeah, so you gonna have me hanging from a skyrise somewhere. Hanging from sky. We'll see.
Will pinball allow you to be able to be doing some moonlighting work on the side?
First of all, I'll do what I want.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. Second of all, you never know, man. You never know. Mac is from Toronto, so Mac got a lot of connections out there in Toronto. So you never know. We might decide to, go national.
First and foremost, hopefully you're back playing football soon, and that's another topic for another day and another guest.
I know, man. But speaking of that, who you rooting for? Who you root for in the CFL?
In the CFL, the Stampeders. Right. Oh. So the Stampeders in Calgary. Now, I got on the Rough Riders. So as soon as I told my actually little sister and my brother-in-law that I was going to be on the show with you today, they were very excited. Terry Fikowski was actually your guys' online host for the Riders for about a year, a few seasons ago. and my brother-in-law is just a huge fan. So, but me and him have had an ongoing bet. The games we go and see, and I said I will switch to a Riders fan as soon as they beat the Stamps in a game that we got to watch.
There you go. There you go.
Oh man,
Good to know.
Just a traitor.
We're all Argo fans here in Saskatchewan now. Well, at least I have always been an Argo fan anyway. So, but I know there's lots of Charleston fans anyway. So, Ty, tell us a little bit more about the businesses here in Regina. How many businesses do you have linked in Regina and Saskatoon?
So in Regina and Saskatoon right now, we've got about 70 in each city. So we've got service providers, generally micro to small business, meaning 1 to 5 or about 1 to 15 employees. We've got all of your trades mostly covered. So as far as I need a renovation, I need a deck built, landscaping, roofing, siding. If you need work done on your house, we've got somebody that we've sat down, we've vetted, we've built a relationship with. They want to be part of the Get Assist network long term, and they're ready to help the customers. We're going to be doing a big marketing campaign with all those businesses starting on May 15th. And so they have all offered to promote the network in town as well, because it's here to kind of help local, right? The whole point of this app is to help small business in the area and help offers free services and inexpensive services to the local community. So that'll kick off May 15th, and we can get pretty much anything around the house done. We're currently looking for and filling the spots for all your personal services, your massage therapists, chiropractors, so on and so forth. So, for example, if you live in Regina and you're a massage therapist, a dentist, personal trainer, a locksmith, or run a tow truck, give us a call. Get hold of us. We're looking for one of each of those trades or those industries to kind of fill some holes before we open here. All right.
I like that. We're going to go to a commercial, but then after we come back, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about maybe some of the local entrepreneurs and how they can get a hold of you, how they can start to be able to get on Get Assist. And we'll talk about what else we can find out about Get Assist and helping out local businesses. We are always about local, supporting local, even though Charleston's going to be off in Toronto. Yeah, I mean, his heart is here in Regina, and I think he's cemented his legacy here in Regina and Saskatchewan. So we love supporting local. We've had lots of previous business people on, and that's huge for us. So that's a great way that we can support some of these local businesses. And right now in the pandemic, this is what we got to do: is we got to support local. So right after this break, we'll get more into supporting local with Tyler. Now you got to say again your last name. Fikowski. I'm going to learn that by the end of the show. I'm going to learn with Tyler Fikowski. We'll be right back with Get Assist.
Somebody's name up, man. Come on.
Hi, my name is Rob Peterson. I'm the broker owner of Realty One in Regina. Real estate and life is about great people, and that's why I'm associated with Charleston Hughes and Johan Zielinski and IKS to sponsor the Better with Age podcast. Realty One was founded in Regina 11 years ago. It's an independent brokerage, it's local, and it's full of great people helping great local Regina people buy and sell properties. It's entrepreneurial based, which means you have non-narcissistic agents that have your best interest in mind, not their own. In these coronavirus times, real estate market right now in Regina and Saskatchewan is thriving because people are thinking more local. They're not thinking about traveling because we can't, and that's driving our market. When you hire a realtor, no matter who it is, no matter what company, please interview them. Please make sure they're a good personal fit for you, because that's what this is all about. It's good people connecting themselves with someone that they know has their best interest in mind. And that's what the Realty One family does, and that's what a lot of agents in Regina do. But make sure you take your time and find the best fit for you and your family.
It's that time of year when divisions are decided, champions are crowned, and legends are born. Now, it's your turn to win big. You've heard the name just about everywhere, MyBookie. They're the industry's leading online sportsbook and casino, and it's not hard to understand why. With thousands of lines to bet on all your favorite sports, NFL, NBA, and college ball. Check, check, and check. MMA and soccer, they've got all the latest odds, period. Take advantage of MyBookie's prop builder and live in-game betting, where every single run, throw, and touchdown is another chance for you to put cash in your pocket. Visit their mobile-friendly website today and get your deposit matched halfway up to $1,000. Just use the promo code when you make your first deposit. The best part is they make it simple, with a variety of ways to deposit instantly, including credit card, bank transfer, Bitcoin, and more. Whether you're at home or on the go, on your laptop or on your phone, it's not too late to make your New Year's resolution a resolution to get paid. Bet, win, and get paid at MyBookie.
All right.
Now we're back with Jack. Jack of all trades.
Jack and Tyler Fikowski. See, I got it right.
For all your at-home needs. Whether it's windows, doors, trees, or you just need a step to the front door.
There you go. There you go. So, Ty, tell us a little more about Get Assist. Before the break, we're talking a little bit about supporting local, which is very key, especially here in Saskatchewan. I think that's what drives a lot of the businesses here, and the more and more, one of the industry I'm in the liquor industry, more and more people are starting to be able to be aware of that and want to support local, whether that's going out and supporting your local breweries, distilleries, and going away from, purchasing and helping out the bigger companies. We're about supporting local. So tell us a little more about how, say, if I'm the user, I'm going to go on to getassist.com and I can start to be able to go and find out more about supporting local and supporting some of these local businesses.
100%. Well, first and foremost, I just want to support that wholeheartedly. It's all about supporting in your local community and the small business owners that are working super hard, especially to survive the pandemic and employ most of our country and generally get the short end of the stick. I mean, it's pretty expensive to try and advertise and grow your small business. And so I've just got to say, as much as we can, we're always here to support local. And if there's any way we can help with local associations, charity groups, small business, that's what Get Assist is all about. So first thing a customer can do if they want to support local is hire locally. I mean, if you need to get work done around the house, there's always these big national companies and there's a lot of franchises and bigger groups you can use. And, we're going to recommend that you make a request on Get Assist, and that's going to put you in touch with the owner of a small service company in your area. So it actually starts via postal code. And so you're actually going to get somebody as close as we can get you to your neighborhood, and you'll be able to actually hire somebody to come with the owner involved. And we find that not only is that going to support local, but you get a better experience generally as a customer as well. If there's a problem, as Charleston said earlier, and actually, Charleston, that's the conversation you had earlier talking about, leaving some money aside in case there's something you have to fix or in case there's something you need to do after the fact. I mean, those are the kind of conversations we look for when we're having those meetings. The managers are getting involved about whether or not a business should be the fit to take on jobs for the network. Is we ask them questions about what they do if something goes wrong and how they take care of their customers. And so when somebody does, when the owner is involved, you tend to get a lot better customer service, and you also tend to get a better price point. Those big national companies have bigger overhead, whereas when you're dealing with the local service provider, you're going to get, as long as you know what to look for, you're going to get the best pricing. You're going to get the owner involved. You're going to be able to have a conversation with them and actually work with him on the project. And of course, that's ideal. So if you want to help local, make a request on Get Assist. If you need something and you need to get it done, instead of going to Google, instead of going to Yellow Pages and making 4 or 5 phone calls to find someone that's a fit for you, put up a request. We'll put that in front of 4 or 5 local businesses. Well, actually 3 in Regina. We've got 3 of each trade. And so we'll put it in front of 3 different businesses in town that we trust. They'll give you a response if they're available to help you out. And you can set up a time to see them and hire somebody in your community.
That's awesome. And so that's a way that we can go and reach out to a company like MC Consulting and then to be able to say, hey, get them in touch with us and to be able to do that. Now, you mentioned something also earlier on the previous segment about sports teams. How can Get Assist benefit
really cool
sports teams in schools?
So this is probably my favorite part about everything that we do. So the social side of the network. So the business side is your small business network. Your businesses are on there. They're available to help. We've got tools to help them run their small business. But the customer side has all the features of your favorite social media site. And as we get bigger and bigger and bigger, you're going to see the UI, the user interface, get just as slick as any of the big 5 software companies out there. I mean, we're going to make this the next social media site that people are just going to love. And that site has video calling. It's got private chat. It's got picture hosting and all this in a community. And so what that community is we will go give that to a coach, right? And we'll say, hey, this is free. And it replaces paid software. So if you're using something like a Team Snap or some other paid software to connect with the team, you can just save that money. Put Get Assist on your phone for free. Put it on all the mums' phones. Put it on all the kids' phones. I say all the mums, but the dads want to watch the kids play soccer too, so put them on there too.
Come on, here we go.
Yeah, 100%. And then it gives you this community connection tool that connects everybody in there. You can make requests with the request button, and you can say, I want to send it to my community instead of sending it to the other side, to the businesses. So you can say, hey, I can't drive Johnny to the soccer game tonight. Can one of the other mums pick him up? And all the other parents' phones get a push notification, and you can have a chat back and forth, and somebody can come and pick them up and bring them with the kids to the game. If the coach needs to reschedule a game because of
the
sports
rain or the snow here in Saskatchewan, it's going to snow in May. I guarantee you.
Easy.
And we're going to have to reschedule practices for, say, my youngest boys' flag football.
Exactly. So literally the coach hops on the phone, he goes in the community and he goes to events and he just schedules a change in events, and a push notification goes out to all of the parents at once. And so they all find out at the same time. They can have a conversation. If they want to, they can private message the coach and have a one-on-one conversation, or they can just comment that they've read the notice or whatever that is. And it goes even further. It's got document downloads and unlimited file storage. So if the coach needs everyone to sign something, he just puts the document up and mentions it in a push notification, and all the parents get this document to sign. Videos of the kids. Any one of the parents that's in the community can video the game, video the flag football, and upload that from their cell phone, and it's hosted on Get Assist, so it's not taking up any storage on your phone. And then all the other parents can watch that. Of course, coaches can use that for coaching purposes as well. Add a video call to that in case you want to chat, do a video call with all the parents or with a group of coaches or whatever that is, or people involved. And you could use our video call service so that you don't have to have that 45-minute limit on a Zoom call or pay to use another service.
This is awesome. This is
I was about to say, what you have done is you have intertwined WhatsApp, LinkedIn,
Yeah,
Zoom, Team Snap.
Deep Snap.
Team Snap.
Team Snap. Team Snap.
And we're just getting started. Facebook,
Facebook.
The like, comment, share. We've got the like, comment, share. Now we don't have Facebook's like, comment, share. We've got our own. But we bring so you join all these communities, and they're only communities that are relevant to you. So whereas on Facebook you connect with your friends, and if your friends share something interesting, you're going to see it, which means if you are friends with a guy from high school and you don't really talk to him anymore, and he likes cats and he puts up a cat picture, boom, it's on your Facebook feed. You're going to see the cat picture. Well, with Get Assist, you connect with communities that are relevant to you. So sports is only scratching the surface. If you look at it, for example, I'm a hyper user of the site. Mine's connected to the Fikowski family in one community and to the Thompsons on the other side of the family. I've got another one that's just my cousins, another one that's just my immediate siblings without the parents, so that we can have those conversations about birthdays and anniversaries. And it takes all these different communities, and it brings all that onto what we call the grapevine. And the grapevine is just like a news feed, except it's filterable, which means I can come on and and it's a mix of everything in my life. It's a mix of my son's soccer team. It's a mix of my work. I've got my sales team connected on it. My payroll's connected on it. It's all on this one platform. And of course, that's a lot of content. I mean, how are you going to look through that? And so we have a filter button there, and I can literally go up and say, I just want to see things from the Fikowski family, and it'll get rid of everything else on the feed. And it's like being able to filter out your Facebook newsfeed. You literally say, I just want to see things related to MC. And then it's going to just be things related to the renovations that you're doing. Or you click the button and you switch it and you say family. and it'll just be family. And I got to tell you, if you go in to Get Assist on my account, if I go in there and I go to the file box, which is a feature that's like a Dropbox or a file storage like a OneDrive or something like that. It's unlimited file storage for all users for free, no charge. Okay. And if I go into the file box on the Fikowski community, which is my immediate family, I have got 7 years of private pictures, private videos, and private documentation that my family, my immediate family, has been using. So you can watch my sister's 7-year-old grow up through Get Assist,
Nice.
and all those pictures are in that community. So it's like you can't recreate that experience anywhere else. If I want to see all the pictures from my son's soccer team, I can go in, and if I've been a member of that group for 10 years, I'm going to be able to see 10 years worth of the evolution of that team. And so it is a really cool experience. And at first, it's not a big software like Facebook or one of these other ones. So at first, when you get on there, you might go, oh, it's a little more blocky than a Facebook or something like that. But we're just getting started. And as people realize the value that Get Assist can bring to their lives, make it, connect your family, connect your community, connect you with the businesses in your area, but not just that, the actual people in your area, in your neighborhood. I think people are going to love it. I think they're really going to love it because it's done wonders for our family. I think it's great.
That sounds awesome. Charles can have Rider teammates, Argo teammates. You
Yeah,
can have everybody in the States. You can have all these different filters flowing through everything and to still be able to check out all your messages. That's awesome.
That's crazy, man. Like at this point with something like that, I know you said you're in 13 different cities. So how many subscribers or how many people are part of, the community base?
So I could tell you the amount of communities that we have and who's in the public ones, and that's somewhere around. Last time I checked, we had somewhere around 40,000 public communities on the site. Now most of the site is private, and so that's your private ones like your sports team or your internal communication for your business, your community, your neighborhood, your family. We can't actually see into those because remember I said it's private, secured, it's data free. Data tracking free. So we don't actually watch our users the way the other big companies watch their users, right?
Mm-hmm.
We just want to give people that full anonymity. And so we've had about 40,000 public communities on the social side and about the same, just shy of that, actually about 30,000 on the business side. As far as active users, I think the number right now, and I mean, I gotta try and stay away from numbers here because I don't stay up to date on this. I'm all about the business network. That's all the marketing team, but I think they're pushing upwards of about 60,000 users on the customer side.
Oh wow,
good for you. So where are you going from here? Where's up? You're going Saskatoon, Regina. Well, like where else? Where are you going from here?
13 different cities. Come on.
Yeah, so I mean, we want to open them all, and we're going to. Saskatoon and Regina are super important to us, though. We're going a little bit further. In Saskatoon and Regina than we have in other markets. We're getting all the businesses involved in the marketing of the network in town, which is a new idea from somebody in the business network actually that recommended it, and we've gotten huge support for that. We've got some materials going out to all members, so we're going to do things a little bit different with some lessons learned in Saskatoon and Regina to try and make it our best market to date. The most successful market that we've had. From there, we've got 52 states to open up. So we're already in Phoenix, Arizona, and we're all around Arizona. But there's 300 million people down in the U.S. that need to connect with their local community, and it's our team's responsibility to open up every single city in the United States.
Wow, good for you. Yeah, you got lots of work ahead of you then.
Yeah, we're going to be doing this for a long time. I mean, Get Assist is not going anywhere, right? We're here to stay. And after that, we're opening up in the UK. So we're going to open up across the US, and then we're going to go push over into the UK. And then we're going to start looking at converting languages on the app, which we're in the middle of right now. We're going to be releasing the app in Spanish and French and a number of other languages. And as soon as we've done that, then we're going to need to hire some business development reps that speak those languages, and we'll be opening it up into other countries as well.
That is fantastic. And all this started from your dad?
Started from my dad in our tests. Yeah, started from my father. Him and my mother came up with an idea. I remember the first time he told me and my brother the idea. We were like, "Oh, you're going to build a social media site?" Like, yeah, cool. And then the next time we saw him, he had a social media app, and it just blew my mind. We were sitting in the basement, and he was showing us how to use it. And he was like, "Hey, Tyler, pay attention." And I'm like, "I already made a profile. I've already filled it out. Like, I'm on it, right?" And then a couple of weeks later, he approached me and said, "Hey, listen, we're going to be opening in about 6 months, and I'd like to bring you on board." And I walked away from my career lickety split, and this is the most exciting thing I've ever worked on. I love what we're doing, and I think that Get Assist can really change the world. And I'm happy to be a part of something that's going into the market with an altruistic idea of like, we're here to help small business. We're here to make running small business easier. I like the idea that we've built something that's going to support, right?
Good for you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic, and that's one of the things, like you said, that hits home is that helping the small guy. I've always worked for companies that I'm always the small guy going against the big dogs, and
tough.
Yeah, it is, but we survive, and we can do that, and it's a grind. But anytime you can get a hand and go through a business like yourself, and to be able to get all these recommendations and link everybody together like that, that is fantastic. I love the sports team aspect too, to be able to do that. I'm going to be offering that to my son's flag football team's coach to be able to see if we can get on there, because I know that's helped. I know last year, even when they're playing flag football, some of the grandparents couldn't get to the game because of COVID. So I would see parents filming it, but they would be doing it like on FaceTime or however they were doing it.
Right.
This is another great way. You can have one video for everybody involved in that chat, in that forum. Everybody that's in there, if you have all the parents in there, then you can have that one video from one parent showing the game, and that means so much to all the grandparents, people that can't make it out and do that. Fantastic idea. Ty, this has been awesome. Anything else that you wanted to touch base on what you guys are doing there over at Get Assist, you and Jack and everybody?
Well, you know what? Just that if you need help running your small business, you need some help with whether it's invoicing and kind of getting that under control, whether it's project management, or you just need to hire some sub-trades. If you don't want to join the business network, it costs about $500 a year. And if you don't want to spend that money and join the business network, but you need to get your hands on sub-trades and good businesses, just like Mr. Charleston Hughes in here, we've got some of the best businesses in town, local businesses. Just make a request, download the free social app, get on it, make a request. We'll put somebody in touch with you. We'll get somebody to show up and give you a quote, no pressure. And if you want to do business with them, you can know that you're supporting local and you're helping out your community. And we're just glad to be a part of that.
Awesome.
No, that's excellent, man. Heck yeah. Get on the app. Get on the app. Get on the app. Get on the app. If you don't do that, get on the app.
Get on the app, yeah. And if you, as you download the app and you use it, we've got a 4.4 star in the Android store, about a 3.6 in the Apple store. We fixed those glitches. So if you're on an Apple and you download the app and you don't find any glitches, go give us a 5-star review, push it up to that 4.4. And it's free to download. I mean, try it out. It's going to be the next big thing. It's in its infancy right now, but it's growing and banging it out. And we are very quickly going to be the biggest lead gen service in North America. I mean, we're coming for the big guys. So, I mean, if they're watching this, they're probably going to want to try and get us out of the way, but we're coming for that number one spot.
We support you, Ty. We support
awesome.
you.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you for coming on the show. Thank you for educating our viewers about how they can support local, how we can go about and doing, today's is all about technology, right? And learning how to be able to link other businesses and have the benefits of that. So that is fantastic. Thank you again, Ty, for coming on the show. We always close out the show by Mr. Charleston Hughes and his famous last words.
Yeah, thanks for doing this, Tyler. This was awesome. Hey, Jack, thanks for doing this. And is there any last words that you want to say? Oh, you're good?
Well,
all right, yeah.
He's thumbs up.
I just like I like the sweater, man.
Yeah, you would that sweater too.
Well, from Jack and from me, thank you guys for giving us a chance to come on here. And good luck when football gets going again here. And just kicking ass. And you're already on your way to being a Hall of Famer. So just keep rocking it out, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming on the show.
Loved it. It was great. So for me and Jack. Thank you.
That thumbs up, though.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up.